You know what's absolutely crazy? The one night we have decided to explore this, look at the sky behind the building. It's like completely this weird
Yeah, it's like something
colour.
out of a movie.
Look at it. That's not the normal sky. If that doesn't show you what this place is going to be like.
The mother and baby's home in Castlepollard that was set up by the Sisters of the Sacred Heart by Jesus and Mary, and it's got a dark past. The nuns actually came out and apologised for the wrongdoings that happened here in 2021. There's hundreds of bodies buried on the site. Keep watching because there's some mad things that went on here and we want to tell you.
So we do have to sneak in because we have asked for permission before making this, so we can actually bring you basically like a documentary, but we've been swiftly told no chance.
Yeah.
But we still want to bring you the documentary, so we're gonna try and sneak in. Yeah.
Want to go first?
Yeah, go on. Oh, yo. That looks old, doesn't it?
Alright.
Here.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
That's open.
You couldn't have got round there anyways. It was at the bottom.
Nice. And straight away, the first impressions are this place is like a prison. Look, every room has a number, right? But what's crazy? Look at the small windows that were on each room,
Locks on the
right?
outside.
But look, the locks are on the outside of the door.
Look at it though.
Look. You can still see some of the pictures on the wall. Look at this, lad.
Yeah, for the kids.
For the kids.
Look how small this room is.
Yeah. Just walking down the corridor, you can see like how dark the history was in this place. It seems to be coming through the walls. Like the building itself is a nice sound building, but the mould and like the darkness of these corridors is crazy. Look, you can still see an artificial plant. Look, all the doors, look at this. How small every single room was. Yeah, look at that. It's crazy. 1971 this place closed, and there's still is so many signs of what it was.
I mean, the craziest part about it is in the first 5 years of this place being open, the mortality rate for infants was 60%. So it's more than 1 in 2 babies.
Yeah,
Died
more than
before they're even
more than half of the
before they're
babies.
alive.
Yeah, more than half of the babies passed away in the first couple of years before their first birthday, which is
Before they've had a life.
it's a terrible rate. Like, look at this as well.
Whoa. Like, was it that bad that the mothers were throwing themselves off the stairs?
Yeah, the safety net the whole way up. That's crazy, isn't it? But look at that for a corridor, right? Just imagine the stories.
You know, the walls could speak like.
Yeah. Like this corridor itself has seen some dark because apparently the women were getting abused in here emotionally, and they were actually hit.
Like physical abuse?
Yeah, physical abuse that occurred in here.
No, it's scary.
And as well, they would have spent, so even though they were heavily pregnant, or they may have just delivered a child and they were made to spend more than 12 hours at a time scrubbing the floors, cleaning the walls, and working around here.
It's like every woman's story is just slowly peeling off the walls.
Yeah. Like, can you just imagine that? Imagine just having a baby 2 days ago and being sent out for a 16-hour shift, shining the floors.
I mean, this is a bright day with the sun out, and the windows aren't even doing anything.
Nah, look at this.
This place is just dark and gloomy.
It is a bright day. It's a good day. But look, you can hardly see at the other side of the corridor. What caught my eye, right, is look at this. No way we said it looked like a prison. Look at this.
Whoa.
Look at that.
That's ridiculous.
That's scary, isn't it? There's a very loud banging sound happening right below us. Can you hear that? Listen. What do you reckon that is? Think someone's here. So we're going to be making our way downstairs. And from what we've learned is the ground floor was actually used during COVID,
It's like a testing site.
which was crazy because COVID wasn't that long ago. And like upstairs,
See, who are they sending into this place?
I know,
You need a mask if you were staying in this place long enough.
because the mold in here is like, it's like a real bad problem. And you think of how like sick everyone was from COVID and fragile.
Look at the hospital.
Yeah.
Sheets. Curtains, that's what the word is.
Whoa. This is really eerie as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Like every door's got a lock on.
Oh yeah, look.
What's inside?
Hospital beds.
Oh yeah.
Look. That's crazy.
Brand new as well.
Yeah. It's kind of like storage now, isn't it? But look. You can still see, look, stickers from the mother and baby home. Still standing. I mean, this building has housed some amount of horrific events, and it's not anywhere near as horrific, but it's still horrific. The fact that the equipment that is in here is now just being wasted as well. Look, COVID-19. It just screams bad luck, this building. We came across this box, look. That's what used to check the temperature in people's ears and see if they've got COVID-19.
Wait, there's hundreds of
And
them.
they're brand new, look.
Every box is full.
That's crazy. Continuing down this corridor. Wow. Is it going off? Oh no. Oh, blue means good, I think.
Yeah, but just flash.
Let's be quick in this building now. But look. Check, look at all this equipment. Look. There's even locked doors here, look. What is hidden behind these doors as well?
Yeah, that looks like trouble.
Yeah, like if these are on show, what is hidden in these rooms? So we'll obviously not see what's happening now, but if we were watching back, we'll get a glimpse. Some like beds. Check, what's at the end? What's at the end of the corridor? Look.
What?
Is that a lawnmower?
Yeah.
Look. Which shows this is actively still used for storage. But like, oh yo, look at this on the ground floor. Oh yo. Look at this from the mother and baby home. Mate, every wall is stained black, and we have done a lot of abandoned buildings that are a lot older than this, but like we've never seen mold like it, and I think the mold is coming from the darkness that happened in this building. Whoa, look at this. Hospital beds. Look, Jack.
My God.
They're all hospital beds.
They're brand new.
Yeah, brand new. That's insane. Look, carrying on with like the prison sort of feel to the mother and baby home. These wee single panes of glass with a couple of breathing holes.
That one's not even see-through.
Nah.
Whoa.
And doors locked from the outside.
Look at these smaller rooms.
Yeah, it's tiny. What is it? Oh yeah, that's a bedroom. Actually, you're right. It's like it is like a jail
You
cell.
can't even get a bed in there.
So another really sad story about this place is some of the mums have reported, they're not just one, quite a lot of the mums have reported that they never got to see their child after being born. Apparently what was happening was that their child was getting took off them and being sold to rich families in America and England. Look at the overgrowth here. Like, how sad is that, Jack, that you carry a baby for 9 months, loving it, you don't even get to see the baby.
And somebody just pays for it.
Someone that
buys it, gets shipped over to America.
There's like a catalogue.
Never be seen
Yeah,
again.
there's like a catalogue, and they pick and they pay for your baby, and you never get to see it.
And this town's probably full of women. 5,000 women in the space of 30 years.
You just get kicked out of the home with no baby.
And like, they weren't self-admitted.
No.
These were these people's families
Mm-hmm.
who basically told the church that we aren't going to support our daughter
Yeah,
because
basically.
this was a child before marriage sort of thing.
That's mad. Look at this room. What's mad is all the curtains are actually still standing, but look at the waste going on in here. Like, look, that's the window we seen when we climbed on the roof. It was wide open, wind blowing, and all this equipment is just sitting.
That's for a child.
Oh yeah, look.
What? There's a couple of them. So we're not too sure where, but on this land somewhere, there's 247 bodies buried.
But what is mad is, so apparently there could be more, but
Yeah.
it says the sisters are refusing to give all the information on all the unmarked graves
Yes.
because the graves weren't all marked. It says that number could be a lot higher, and it says 9 of them at least were mothers.
Yeah, and the rest were infants.
But the problem is they're unmarked.
Yeah,
Graves.
so you would never be able to find them unless you dug the place up.
And what's crazy as well is apparently the kids, the infants, they weren't even given a coffin. They were put in a shoebox.
Yeah.
And basically there was a hole in the ground, and yeah, they put them in a shoebox. Some of them even went in with the women, not even in their own grave.
It wouldn't have been their own mothers, it was just
No, just
random women.
in a shoebox with a random woman.
Well, the woman wouldn't have been in the shoebox.
Yeah, but she'd have been in a coffin, and which is sad. Like, they didn't even give them their own coffin.
Yeah.
Just think, right, standing out here, how many bodies that haven't been identified still remain.
A big massive cross on the top of the building. But this place definitely wasn't.
It's haunting.
Definitely wasn't holy, like.
No.
The crimes that were committed in here, like, the sisters came out with an apology in, I think, 2021, but
Yeah.
still they've never said how many babies were
No,
buried here. Like, this is only one of 18 mother and baby homes in Ireland, and God knows what happened to the rest of them.
Yeah. And there's like, they've come out and said sorry, but they still won't tell them exactly how many and where, because we could be walking on unmarked the graves right now.
Yeah, but not only that, like, there's going to be people, say in America or anywhere and all over the world, that like have no idea. Their families never told them they were adopted. The girls were forced to sign adoption papers. They didn't have solicitors, they didn't have anything like that. They were just piece of paper sat out in front of them, and they had no choice but to write down their signature.
And they were born in here as well.
Like, women would have been brought into a ward, they would have had to give birth, and then that was the last time they would have ever seen their baby.
And as well, the government actually paid the sisters per individual that they had in this place. So they were making money off the mothers being here. The mothers were forced to work as well for free, and they were selling their babies.
Yeah, it was under like the priest's recommendations that
so
the mothers who had kids before they were married came here.
Crazy.
Dark history, like. So we've made it into the chapel / church. There's security on site, so we are trying to be a bit quiet. I remember somebody told me before, do you know that big gold thing? Yeah. Down the bottom, just the end. Apparently if a church still has that, it's still active. But see when you look at the front doors, I'll show you it. The front doors are like fully like that. Yeah, the front doors are just like completely boarded up. So
what is sad, right? Obviously these grounds house like a lot of dark history, but this chapel / church is absolutely stunning.
yeah.
Like, look at it for a second. Just look at this for a second.
If it was for COVID, everybody you'd think this place was open tomorrow.
I know. It's stunning, look. So this chapel is actually attached to a manor house, and that was the original building on these grounds. So they bought that in late 1933 and constructed the 3-story hospital, which is what me and Jack had just explored.
Yeah.
And then they built this at the same time as building the hospital. But once we explore the chapel, we're going to be making our way into the original Pollard Manor. Let's go, mate. See, so this was constructed, right?
At the same time as that.
In late 1933. And look at it, it's stunning. You can see it's starting to get a wee bit more like decayed because obviously it hasn't been used in quite a few years. But it's still in remarkable condition. Especially compared to the...
I mean, if this closed in the 70s, that's 15 years. This church has been sitting for.
Well, I think they actually used it as part of the hospital. So when the mother and baby home closed, it was actually changed to St. Peter's Hospital, as you can see here. And they did use this for mass for a number of years, and then it closed. But as you can see, look,
yeah, the front doors
are completely sealed.
Look at the confession booths.
Look at the mould in this one. I kind of wonder, right?
That's where the holy water was. Or maybe that's where baptisms were.
I kind of wonder, right, what stories were told in these confession booths.
Like if the sisters came in here after they done something.
Yeah, after they abused the mothers.
Yeah, and had to tell the priest.
Yeah, look at this.
Is that a mortuary?
It's like a morgue trolley, yeah.
What?
Mate, that's a morgue trolley for wheeling dead bodies.
Whoa.
That is scary.
That's been mothers have been put on them after they've died. There's no way they'd have a full trolley for 9 mothers over 50 years.
Now, I've never explored a chapel that's had that. But just look at this. What's crazy, look. This plaque has been erected to the memory of the deceased residents and staff of St. Peter's Centre, 1971-1976. That wasn't even the mother and baby's home. That was for the hospital. Like when I seen that, I thought, surely that's, you know, for all the mothers and the babies, but it's not. Remarkable condition. Do you reckon, right, Jack, the sisters believed that they were doing the right thing?
I don't.
Do you think they knew that they were doing wrong?
I think they were judging, and as a Christian, you're not supposed to judge people. I think they were judging those girls because those girls weren't married and were having kids.
In sort of that frame of time, it was seen and frowned upon to have a child outside marriage, wasn't
That's
it?
why a lot of the girls here were admitted by their families.
Because they were disappointed
Refused to help them.
and embarrassed by them. Look at
It was
this.
easier to give their kids away to their sisters than it was to look after a child with even no dad or.
What is sad but is come look at this. Jack. Look at the paintings on this wall. They're actually quite scary. Yeah, look. Look at the sad face on that, look. Look at the sad face. That is, mate, look. It's all about, look. It's Jesus being tortured, look.
Yeah, it's just the resurrection, or the crucifixion.
All drawn by kids. So through this corridor is the original manor house that we will be exploring. Right, so now we're going to be making our way to the original manor house. It was the first building on these grounds.
Yeah, on top of that, like this is only one of 18 in Ireland, and like this is we're coming here after those babies in Galway, the mother and baby home in Galway were found, and they were found there was no death records whatsoever, and it was only after they started digging the place up, found a septic tank, and ranging from like newborns to 3-year-olds, toddlers were just thrown into a septic tank, buried in the ground. So for this one here to be still standing, if this ever got knocked down, God knows if there's a septic tank somewhere here.
So they think there could have been up to 800 infant remains in that septic tank, and there was no records.
Similar size mother and baby room to this, like.
There was no records of anything. So this is the original manor house. This was the building that the sisters purchased with the plan of turning the place into a maternity hospital. Wow. Mate, look at this for an entrance.
It's scary.
Huh? Oh yeah, look.
Is that a door?
It looks like a secret door, doesn't it? Jack, do you know what's mind blowing? The sisters that caused all this would have walked right up the staircase. But it's dark in here. I bet you this place holds some secrets. Some evil plans were most definitely constructed in this building. Shall we go see what we can find?
Yeah.
Where do you start in a building like this?
Oh.
Go on. The grand staircase.
Look at the stained glass. Like that was put there in the 1930s. Look how well kept that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, they've got a privacy screen over the top of it.
It's crazy that this place would have been designed, you know, as a place of holiness.
I think it was a home, wasn't it? It said it was.
Oh, it's true, it was a manor, wasn't it?
And then everything else has been built on top of that.
But like this place was named as a religious
Haven?
Yeah.
Oh, frick.
Wow.
Across the floor.
Look at that. Oh yeah, look. Water damage. Wow. The old TV. This is old. Look.
Very old.
Will we go up?
Yeah.
It's old, isn't it? Oh, look at that.
The chapel here.
Look.
Oh yeah. Look, there's somebody standing at the gate.
Where? Oh yeah. Look at that. It's crazy because they still cut the grass on the grounds, but the buildings are falling into total despair.
Maybe legally they have to.
Maybe. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, what's just flowing it, look. Wow. Look, that's the window we just seen.
Look up.
Wow. Do you reckon that's been here since 1933?
Yeah.
Look. Look how old this is. St. Peter's, Castlepollard. Is there a date on that?
No.
Because that's really old, that. Look, it's the fire alarm thing. But it's really old. Wow.
Oh my god.
You see that?
Yeah.
It's just a dark, big dark room.
So what?
Go on. Look. At the grounds of this place. So I feel like the manor house, it was the first building to go abandoned. And then the hospital. And then the chapel.
It's
spooky.
down.
It's spooky up here, isn't it? Oh, mate. No way.
A padded cell.
It's a padded room, look.
Look, yo. There's a lock on the outside that you can't.
Oh yeah, look. Mate. What have we just found? Look. But why is the window there?
Yeah, but what are they going to do? Jump out of it? They'd have been padded, like they'd have been in a straight jacket.
A padded cell, but that's
This is the original one, maybe so.
that's crazy. Look at that. A full padded room. What secrets are we discovering
It's
here?
like soundproof in there.
Yeah. And as we showed you already, you lock it from the outside. That's always a red flag. So is this one, look. That's mental. I can't believe that, look. Pads.
It's the light, there's only one light switch and it's for the from the outside, not the inside.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so whoever was locked in that, we couldn't even turn the lights off or on. Look. We have a brush beside it. Look.
I've seen you just sat here, just watch the entrance.
Yeah, look at that. Sit in that seat. Wow. Hear the church bells ringing? So look. These two, the 3-story hospital and the chapel, were both constructed at the same time. Wow. We're stuck in here. We're just stuck.
No, so as you can see, security's outside. But we need to show this now before we can get the time to show it.
There's 3 security guards here, but we've discovered something mind-blowing in this place. So before security kills us, we're going to show you this. It's down number 4.
Oh, shit.
So we are now underground.
This is the basement.
In the basement. Right. Look at the old telephone, Jack. Look at this. What? A hot tub in the basement with a massage chair.
There's walls and all.
Yeah.
It's a jacuzzi.
What is that here for? Because Daddy wasn't out for mums.
That's not all in the 1950s.
Nah.
So it wasn't here before it was a house.
Nah. But Jack, we need to get upstairs quick to see where security is. So security's away and we've made it to like the outer buildings. These ones look really old. Oh, there's the teas in here, mate. Oh, yo, fuck. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yo, we got it. It's like it's a coffin. Just watch this. The floors look like they've about to give way in here, mate. Yo, that floor has give way right to the basement, so be careful. Mate, can you hold this? The torch a second, I'll zoom in.
What?
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
I'll zoom in. Look. It's a coffin with a cross on it. Look at that. Wow. How long has that been here for?
Ancient.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, look. Oh, look at that. It's a stage, actually.
A happy Easter.
It's a stage. A coffin, mate.
It's a bit spooky.
That is spooky. Now, something we are unaware of is these. Let us know in the comments if these have a specific meaning, because we're seeing them a lot. I'll show you on our way back up, but we are seeing them a lot around the grounds. Yeah, look. Here's another one. Yeah, I wonder what they mean. I wonder if it's like a memory thing.
Maybe.
Oh, look at the sunset behind that building, look.
Oh yeah.
What a place.
I know.
Such a shame though, because
It's a nice place. It's
it's
just a really dark history.
like if that hospital would have actually been constructed and used for something good, like the grounds would have been beautiful, but there is just a haunting
Feeling.
darkness that surrounds the place. Look, so this is the outside of the original manor house, the first building on this ground.
In 1930s.
That's when they
Bought it.
purchased it, so like it's way older than that. This is where all their plans would have been made. regarding this hospital, because they bought that and they
Yeah.
started making this about a year and a half later. So they would have came up with the plans in here. That's where it all started. But look, so you can see the chapel there.
Yeah, I think legally they have to keep the outside
True,
clean, because like that hospital you done before,
true.
they had to do it.
We are
They didn't.
kind of walking on one big grave, really.
Look, there's
Oh yeah,
all
look.
them there. That has rosary beads on it, I think.
Whoa, yeah, look. Whoa. Look,
That's a kid's bracelet, man.
see it everywhere. For all we know, we could be walking on top of graves right now, and they're not even marked graves. They're literally just infants in a shoebox. Like, that's horrifying, especially for the mothers that had to like basically raise them in their belly for 9 months, and then for them just to be put in a shoebox in the ground. It's horrific.
That was madness.
So
That was it.
that was not our usual video.
No,
There's a lot of history there. Oh, there is a car here though.
and there's lights on.
Yo, that's mad. That means when we went down that corridor,
Oh yeah, there was people in there.
there was people in that building.
That's nuts, like.
Where all them COVID stuff
Yeah.
was, that's the security. That's where they be. Yo, we'd have went down that corridor.
We were caught.
We were well caught, yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, not our usual video. This one has a lot of dark history. But we
A lot of
thought that,
facts. We don't usually do big facts,
no.
but
But we
thought
have a
that one deserved
platform.
it, like.
We have a platform, and we thought that this should get more awareness than it's getting. Like,
Yeah.
it's already a big thing, but
I mean, that one in Galway, it's massive now. There's people
Mhm.
talking about it all over TikTok and all, but we just want to show people that that's not the only one. That wasn't just a one-off.
no.
There's 18 in Ireland, and like, God knows how many bodies are buried
Yeah.
and how many mad stories.
We'll never truly know how many people
Yeah.
are buried in unmarked graves in the ground.
It's mad that every person that done the abuse in these places, none of them, not a single one of them would have got charged for
No.
any of it.
They've all got away with it.
All got away with it.
Thousands of infants and their mothers have all passed away, and
And-
basically no one is held responsible for
And,
it.
and you know for a fact that it probably hurt the sisters to come out with an apology on this, because that's the thing. Like, nuns nowadays, they're like, there's very little young ones now. People
True.
don't do it anymore.
Yeah,
So it is going to be all the old ones that did have sort of, they had a bit of authority back then.
yeah.
They back whenever this was active, you know what I mean? They were the people that they were doing the abuse.
Yeah.
So for them to come out and apologise, yes, it's a good
It
thing,
would have
but
stung them, but
definitely would have stung them.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Let us know what you think of the video. Took us hours to make, actually.
Yeah, it's dark now.
It's dark, yeah. We, as you know, we started here when it was light. There was 3 security as well. Remember that we had to try and avoid the whole time. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.